Hello, and welcome to Ranking of Saturn, episode 57.5. Today we are going to be ranking one of what I believe to be one of the best RPGs for the platform, so I am expecting this game to get quite a good position once we're done. We're going to be playing somewhere between 2 hours, two to 3 hours, I think, by the time we're done. And the game in question that we are going to be playing today is none other than Shining the Holy Ark. Shining the Holy Ark is the next game in the Shining franchise, and is a much better game than the previous game in the franchise, which was the incredibly flawed Shining Wisdom, which was a Link to the Past knockoff. This game is a dungeon crawler, a first-person dungeon crawler to be exact, and it is considered to be a spiritual successor to Shining in the Darkness, which was the very first Shining game that came out all the way back in 1991 for the Mega Drive. So, let me get rid of this, bring up the capture view, and start the game.
Sonic Software Planning.
It's developed by Sonic Software Planning and Camelot Software. Although Camelot Software was more of a supporting role on this game. So the game intro shows three mysterious figures on a mountaintop taking out a mysterious flying golden airship. Who those figures are, or what that airship is all about, it's a mystery. Okay, so I've got a game in progress here. Long-time viewers might recognise this as a save file from an abandoned Let's Play of this game I was doing a few years ago. I got pretty far into the game. I think I'm in like I'm like deep into like the last third of the game, but at some point... So, the thing about the Shining the Holy Ark is I really like Shining the Holy Ark. It is stylistically one of my favourite games in the entire Shining franchise. But it is excruciatingly grindy. It is extremely old school JRPG. Extremely old school JRPG in terms of just how much you have to grind to level up. You can spend... Basically, it's kind of mandatory to spend at least 2 to 3 hours grinding. Before you can consider yourself like ready to take on the next challenge. It's a little frustrating. We'll talk more about that as we go, but let's start again from the beginning. Let's have the main character keep his default name, which is Arthur. End of name. Some great localization. Are you sure that Roddy has holed up inside the mine? Yeah, I saw him with my own eyes. He ran in with that big sword of his strapped across his back. The captain and the others went in after him, but... That explains it. No wonder you were the only one out here when he arrived. You don't think. I wonder if the captain will come back out to get us. It's been quite a while since the mine was shut down. There are probably lots of creepy things running around in there by now. Yeah, I wonder where those mercenaries are. Hey, look! Over there! Yep, that's them all right. Looks like they made it. Heh, we may not have to go in the mine after all. I like that we've got this like picture-in-picture FMV of the main characters. Look, there's 3 of them. Who's the swordsman? I know that guy. He's Arthur, a mercenary who's starting to make a name for himself. They've assembled quite a team. Roddy doesn't stand a chance. Forte and Melody are a strong pair, but adding in a swordsman... Yeah, I don't know what Roddy did, but he's sure going to pay for it. I heard a rumour that Roddy was involved in a power struggle at the palace, and these were assembled by the enchantress Rilix to track down Roddy. That sounds strange. Strange? What do you mean? I heard that Sabato, the sage of the anti-enchantress faction, had employed some mercenaries to find Roddy. Sabato was stripped of all his power by Rilix, so therefore he couldn't. Who was he supposed to have hired? Lisa, the female paladin, and the dragon warrior, Basso. At least they would be better than any of these mercenaries. Keep it down, they'll be here shortly. We're already here. Exactly who's supposed to be better than us? If we were after you, you'd be dead by now. We were told this was urgent, so we took a shortcut or two to get here faster. So this is it, the mine where Roddy has gone into hiding. Is it Roddy or Rhodey? I never was quite sure. So the reason so few of you Enric soldiers are out here is that the rest went in after Roddy, right? Well, at least some of you have courage. What? Are you mocking us? How many? What did you say? He's asking about Roddy's group. How many of them are there? 10, huh? Could be interesting. No, I meant he's in there alone. What? Alone? We could have taken care of this by ourselves. Why did we need to bring him? We're all aware of your reputation, but don't underestimate Roddy. He's a very crafty adversary and possesses some very powerful magic. Well, whatever. There'll be time to discuss splitting the take later. Okay. Well, Roddy is somewhere in this mine and we've got to find him. Why don't you take point? Yeah, since you're the mighty swordsman, you lead the way. Agreed? Is it no? I've heard the rumours about you. They say that you're very much the fearless mercenary, so prove it to us. Well, the illusion of choice, I guess. So yeah, so before we do anything, we're going to go back outside. Oh, what? You just took a wrong turn, right? Even if you wanted to leave, we won't let you. None of us are leaving until we finish off Roddy. Okay, so... I actually did want to go back outside because there's something outside I want to get. Because this game has hidden items spread around all the dungeons and world map areas. And I was going to go grab one, but I forgot that this game basically railroads you at the start. Well, now that that's understood, shall we head back the other way? It's good that they have dialogue, though, for it. Okay. So, the game starts off, you are a group of mercenaries looking for a fugitive called Roddy. You've been sent to locate Roddy by the palace head advisor, Rilix, and you find out in the intro exposition dump that we are one of 2 rival mercenary teams sent after Roddy by 2 different people. What do the other mercenary team want with him? Who can say? So, if you hit the A button, you'll bring up the menu. It's a very classic, very like classic style shining style menu. Check is to check the area around you for secret items, or for like signs or switches, things like that. Magic is when you want to cast magic outside of battle. Right now, Forte and Melody are the only 2 party members who know magic. Melody knows heal, Forte knows blaze. Arthur doesn't know any right now. Arthur will learn magic later in the game, but you spend basically the first half of the game not knowing any magic. You basically have to wait until you start promoting your characters before some of your characters learn magic. Possessions lets you use, equip, discard, or pass around items that your characters have. Characters have individual inventories. It's not like a Final Fantasy situation where you have one giant shared inventory. In Shining games, specifically older Shining games, inventory space is split up between individual characters, and that inventory space is usually quite limited. So a big part of the game is figuring out which character you want to hold which items, to try and make sure that they are being used effectively, because say you give all of your, shall we say, healing items to one character and that character gets knocked out, you can't use those healing items. So it's always a good idea to try and spread out certain types of items, because you don't want to end up not being able to use those items because the character that's holding them is currently out of HP. You have tactics. This basically lets you check out your character status, give because you can set up your party members to be AI means something different these days, but back in the day we would have called this AI controlled, even though it's by modern AI definitions that's not what AI is. So you can set up your party members individually or all of them. Oh, really? If you can't... If Arthur can't do it, why give us the option? I thought you could. Okay. Well, you can set up Melody and Forte to be computer controlled. But we'll leave them as manual for now. You start off with 3 party members. You can have up to 4 party members in a group, but right now we only have 3. Arthur, who's level 1. Melody, who's also level 1. And Forte, who's also level 1. All 3 of us are level 1. Okay. And as you gain more characters, you can have the ability to swap in and swap out characters into the active team, but we only have 3, which is less than the maximum team size anyway, so that's kind of a worthless option right now. Customize lets you mess around with the text boxes. So message speed changes the speed at which text gets drawn into the message boxes. Let's turn that to fast. Window type lets you change what windows look like. So you can have completely transparent, partially transparent, completely opaque. Let's go with partially transparent. You can change the background color of the text boxes to be whatever you want it to be. Let's have a light purple color. That's good. You can change the color of the frame as well. Hideous green and purple. No, let's leave that. Let's leave that gold. So you can have mono or stereo sound. Let's go with stereo. Leave it on stereo. Okay. Let's head into the dungeon. Let's talk to this guy. Ah, the support troops have arrived. Roddy went that way. Please hurry or he'll get away. Hang on. So you can press start button to bring up the map screen. Hang on. Let's change it to normal. Okay, let's leave it on normal. You can press the C button to automatically check, so you don't have to use the menu option every time. Roddy fled in here and hasn't emerged. We're counting on you. Okay. This early in the game, a significant chunk of the mine is cut off. You can't get to most of this dungeon, because I believe you do come back here much later in the game. And, okay, we've got VSync issues all fucking ready. Good stuff. Oh my god. Hang on, I'm gonna restart the capture. I'm gonna restart the upscaler. Hang on. God damn it. There we go. That's improved. Welcome, mercenaries. You all look well. He is in there. Okay, no items to pick up. Well, get going. This big round room. So you can press X on the controller to do this like side-to-side head movement if you want to check the surrounding areas. So the Y button looks up and down, X looks left and right, and the Z button does nothing. You can double tap a direction when when travelling to run. You get those anime speed lines around the edge of the screen when you do that. Welcome, so you are the chosen ones to join me in spinning the threads of destiny. Join you, spin the threads of destiny. You must be Roddy, right? Why do you say such strange things? What do you mean by spinning the threads of destiny? Wait a minute, there are 3 of you. You aren't the ones sent by Sabato, are you? You're those bloodthirsty mercenaries summoned by that hag, Rilix. And it's nice to meet you too. By the way, what gives you the right to call anyone bloodthirsty? We have been sent here by direct orders from the King of Enric to exterminate the rat who fled into this mine, and that rat is you, Roddy. A rat? What a joke. So, my potential exterminators, I take it you won't leave quietly if I ask nicely. Yes. Oh, I should have said no. I know each of you are confident in your skills, but do you really think you can defeat me? I guess the only way to find out is to try me. Here he comes, assume your positions. So this game starts off with like a scripted boss fight. Also, one of the fucking coolest battle themes ever? It's a good battle theme. It's a really good battle theme. It's a really good battle theme. Okay, so we can attack, substitute, change whether or not we want to control our party members manually or automatically, or try to run away. Let's fight. This is a scripted fight, so we've got to fight. Arthur currently knows no magic, so we're just going to use fight. Melody can either use physical attacks, but she's bad at them, use an item, use magic, or defend. Right now her only offensive skill is her physical attack, so we're just going to use that. Forte, like Melody, has really bad physical attacks, but unlike Melody, he currently has access to offensive magic. Blaze level 1. Okay, fight. Melody, heal yourself. Since you're seem to be slower than Roddy, so you will always take your turn after him. So heal yourself now. Forte, attack with Blaze again. Oh, fuck. Oh, damn it. It's weird. It's a scripted boss fight, and it's the very, very first fight in the game, but still the enemy doesn't pull any punches. It is perfectly possible to die to this first scripted fight in this game. This game is kind of brutal difficulty-wise. Okay, but that's enough to end the fight. Roddy has been defeated. 12 points of experience acquired. So enemies that are knocked down don't get experience. So Melody will not get those experience points, which sucks. Oh no, something has crashed into the mine, causing a cave-in. What is it? Some kind of aircraft. Could it have been the aircraft that escaped the downed airship during the intro? Oh god. Spooky. And we get a strange vision. You are the chosen ones to join me in spinning the threads of destiny. I have no need of bloodthirsty mercenaries. Leave this place. Do you really think you can defeat me? I should never have been born. No one could possibly understand my pain. Okay, buddy. I will not let you inherit the spirit. Who are you? One of the chosen, who will spin the threads of destiny with Roddy? What does the Creator want from us? I have no desire to resurrect the 1,000-year kingdom. God, it's like we're inside a giant eyeball or something. Are you alright? But obviously the answer to that question is no. I asked the wrong question. Your life's eternal flame is almost gone. We must hurry. We are the spirits willed into being by the Creator. You three have been accidentally caught up in the struggle between the forces of life and death. Oof. Unfortunately, this game has some performance issues. There are certain parts of the game where the frame rate gets noticeably bad, and this cutscene is one of them. Roddy sustained brain damage from the falling rocks. As a result, he suffers from amnesia and can't remember anything, leaving us with no time to waste. We spirits have the power to heal. He can be restored if we possess his body. Then he will likely make a full recovery. Melody is in critical condition. Her ribcage has been crushed and a fragment has punctured her lung. However, we will help heal her as well. She regained consciousness for a brief moment earlier and witnessed one of the evil spirits possessing her partner. Unfortunately, there is nothing we can do to alleviate those emotional scars. The spirit will control Roddy until he recovers from his injuries. He'll regain his magic and abilities as well. Melody is able to act on her own free will. We will not affect her freedom. You are in critical condition as well. We feel responsible for you since the cause of all your injuries was our escape pod and... I have need for a body too. If I remain here among this evil, I will perish. Remember that you three whose bodies have been imbued with spirits cannot be separated, even though you were once enemies. They all have agreed. I want you to remember that too. Yes, just let you know, everyone has consented to being possessed by spirits. Even the guy who has amnesia and has been robbed of his free will temporarily, he has consented. We're just going to let you know, just so you don't think that this is too creepy. Oh, we are inside a giant eyeball. That's sick. Really interesting presentation this game has. I remember fighting you, but I can't remember why. Maybe it's because of that rock falling on my head? I can't remember. Since we're all in the same situation, just as the spirit said, it's meaningless to fight with Roddy now. As long as they occupy our bodies, it's best that we work as a team. Although I seem to have lost all my equipment and forgotten my fighting skills. I guess I should be glad that I'm still alive, since I can't see any reason to stick around in this mine. Let's find our way out of here. Arthur, let's go. I don't think we can depend on Roddy right now, so why don't you take the lead and find Forte? Since the evil spirit has recently possessed his body, we may still have time. Okay. So now we're in the Desire Mine basement. We've regained control. The game has started for real now. Random encounters are now on. So let me just check the status of our guys. Yeah, Melody gained no experience from that fight because she was knocked out. 12 more points to level up, 38 points to level up for Roddy, 30 points to level up for Melody. Okay. Roddy knows one attack spell, Brutal Fire, which is basically the same as Blaze. Okay. Let's head upstairs. Oh no, there's a rock in the way. But luckily the rock is hiding a secret item. Got a healing herb. Okay, so let's go this way. I have got a map, if people want to know. I am using a map for the sake of not being completely lost almost the whole time, because while I do like this game and I've played a lot of it, I haven't played it in some years, so my memory of where things are is kind of bad right now. Okay. Where am I? Okay, want to go... Uh-oh, first enemy, it's a ghost. He's cute! Look at him! Alright. Let's just hit this guy with regular attacks. This game makes extensive use of real transparency. So even though the text boxes aren't true transparency, the ghost sprite, as you can see, is. There we go. But the smoke sprites at the bottom when the enemy died, it wasn't. You can usually tell what parts of the what's being rendered are being rendered by the same chips. Obviously the environment and the enemy sprites are being rendered by one video chip, and things like the text boxes and the smoke sprites at the bottom are being rendered by the other video chip. That tends to be the main reason when you get dithered transparency on the Saturn, is because the quote-unquote transparent thing, whatever it is, effect, UI, item, is usually being rendered separately from the thing that it's being put in front of. So typically, if you want true transparency on the Saturn, you need to make sure that the foreground object and the background object are being rendered by the same video chip. Okay, it's a bat. Ultrasonic waves. Oh, critical hit. So this part of the mine has been blocked off. Can't use C button on that. Okay, so it's not an examinable object. I believe that part of the mine that's blocked off right now will be reopened later in the game. When this early game dungeon gets repurposed as a late game dungeon. The hind beetle has been defeated. 9 gold, 1 experience point. So yeah. Can't go that way either. Exit. So the exit is this way. Just hack 'em. Hit him. Heal yourself. But that's fine, we didn't need to heal ourselves, because the thing is already dead. So let's... should we heal, use magic, or should we use an item? Let's use an item. Okay, let's go this way for now. Oh, zombie. Zombies are weak to fire, so we'll have Roddy use a spell. Oh, and I'm paralysed. Awesome. Good stuff. Okay, and we've leveled up to level 2. Oh, no. Okay, I'm not paralysed anymore. I don't remember if that's a status effect that goes away outside of battle, or if levelling up cures the status effect. Options, use. This one. There we go. Another healing item. That would have been almost impossible to find by yourself without a guide. I believe there is no shame in using a guide in this game, because a lot of the hidden items are just hidden in completely like innocuous places, like places you wouldn't even think could hide a hidden item. Like there is nothing on that wall to suggest that there could be anything hidden there. It's just a regular wall texture. But yet, there it is. I think there's one more item up here. Uh-oh. These guys. Just hit them. Got scared and ran away. Okay. Yeah. There's a as you level up, enemies have a chance of being scared off by you if you're too high a level, and I guess right now in this starting dungeon that level is level 2. Okay. Found the iron circlet. No, don't. Okay. Possessions. Use. Okay. Equip. I like that we get this this diagram of what part of the body is currently equipping this item. So the warrior knife increases. No, it will decrease your critical, increases your critical rate up from 5 to 8. What does this do? Cannot use. We can't equip the circlet, so let's give it to Melody, I suspect. So give. Circlet, give to Melody, yeah. So Roddy cannot use, Arthur cannot use, but Melody can. It'll increase her defense to 16. To Melody. Melody can use the iron circlet. Do you want to equip it? Yes. There we go. So Melody's got slightly better defense now. Oh no, another bat. Murder it. Two bats. Murder them. Yeah, the only enemy we've faced that has actually been any kind of a threat was that zombie. Roddy and Melody should be ready to level up soon. Another ghost. Just hit it, it's fine. Oh, critical hit. That's Roddy's critical hit animation. Ghost has been defeated. 19 points. Herb. Oh, picked up a herb and 3 points of experience. How close are we to leveling up those other two? 16 and 8. Okay. Pretty close. I want to go up here, I think. Examine this jar. 40 gold coins. Nice. Yeah, we're starting to kill things in like 2 hits now. Ooh, another jar. Nothing. Oh, okay, we're back in this big circular room. So I like that you can walk to the edge of the room and you can just run around the edge of the room like this without hitting anything. Get a good look at those speed lines when you run. I don't know which way we're facing. Okay, we're facing that way now. Okay. Oh, a ghost and a bat. They're starting to learn how to work together. Killed that thing in one hit. Okay, we've crossed the one-hit barrier. We are now officially over-leveled for this dungeon. Another herb. Speaking of herbs, let's use one. $40 gold coins. What is there left? Nothing there. Oh, another zombie. Shit. Okay. Hit him. Use magic. Hit him. Melody with the finishing move. Okay. Another herb was found. Okay. Melody finally leveled up. Which means Roddy's not far behind. Whoops. No, I want to go this way for now. One for you. One for you. Two bats, nothing special. Because I believe at the end of this this passage is another item. See, even Melody can down a bat in one hit now. $60 gold coins. Where are we going? We're going left, then up. See if we can get Roddy to level 2 before we go upstairs. There we go. Cool. Alright, let's go upstairs. top of the map. That's where we are. Okay. Let's check this wall for no reason. This incredibly plain wall texture. What could it be? Oh my god. Oh, it's a succubus. Named Murin. So this game has a mechanic where you can encounter around the environment different kinds of pixies or spirits, or you know, like fae folk, I guess you would call them, you know. And they come in 5 categories. And those categories are leprechauns, succubi, incubi, pixies, and fairies. And as you go through the game, you acquire more and more and more of them, and their job is, as you acquire them, you will gain the ability to potentially attack enemies as a battle is starting, but it depends on which direction the enemy appears on screen. So, for example, if an enemy appears from below and you have leprechauns equipped, those leprechauns will get in an early attack, making good use of the fae folk / pixies / spirits, whatever, will result in, again, like an early attack, extra money at the end of the fight, and extra experience at the end of the fight. So it's an incentive to try and use them as you can. The problem is you've got to kind of guess from which direction the next enemy will be coming, so that's kind of difficult. Basically, you have until the end of the enemy's intro animation before the timing window closes for you to select the right type of spirit and use them. It's an interesting mechanic, and it is worth using because you do get significant amounts of money and XP from it. Yep, that is a half-naked fairy woman. Okay. So as you can see, we have our succubus equipped in the bottom right corner, and as we gain different types of fae folk, they will also appear in the bottom right corner next to her, but right now we only have succubus. Like this. Succubi attack enemies coming from the left, and that zombie came from the left, so he took extra damage at the start of the fight. But had the zombie come from the right-hand side of the screen, the succubi can't do anything about that. Only when they come from the left. If we want to attack enemies coming from the right, we need to find ourselves an incubus. Oh my god, this guy's going after Melody. Pixies have recovered 1 extra gold and 4 extra points of experience. So it is worth using them if you would get the opportunity. There's looks like some kind of a track up there. Okay, let me check something. Tactics, status. Okay, so paralysis is not a status effect that continues outside of battle. Good to know. Where are we? We are there. We want to go left. See, we can send the succubus out, but because the ghosts came from the right, she couldn't do anything. ghosts dealt with. $20 gold coins. Okay, head back over here. Oh, so the succubi can attack the ghost, but... Oh no, they can attack both. Okay, so as long as at least one enemy comes from the left, comes from the direction that is a... you know, can be attacked by whatever spirit you have equipped, then all the enemies will take damage. That's good. That's good. I thought it was just going to be the ghost, but I was wrong. Oh, a little bit of slowdown there. 3 extra gold, 5 extra points of experience. And we've leveled up again. We've now reached level 3. Hang on, where are we? Okay, let's go this way first. Should be able to make short work of this guy now. Yep. Okay, another blocked off passage. A strange jar. It's another healing herb. Okay. Nope, none of them came from the left, so the succubi can't do anything. But had we had a leprechaun or an incubus equipped, we could have done damage. Oh, I need to also mention that the Fey folk that you have equipped have to be manually activated with the A or C button when the battle starts. They don't go out automatically. You have to remember to hit the button during the intro animation of the enemies in order to send them out. So if you don't press the button, they don't go out at all, even if they come in from the correct direction. Try going out here. What is this strange room? Interesting. Some kind of cart track. Oh, what's this? We've got a leather glove. Arth has acquired the leather glove. Okay, who can equip the leather glove? Possessions. Give. Cannot use. Cannot use. Only Roddy can equip the leather glove. So let's give that to him. Cool, and that's... increased his defense to 19, I believe. So now Roddy has a defense boost as well. Okay, let's go back. We want to go... Where do we want to go? Oh, straight ahead. There we go. doing 1 damage now. These guys are no threat at all. How close are the other two right now? 23 and 5. Okay, Melody is about to level up. Probably in the next battle. Where are we? We are there. Okay. The rock looks very heavy. So that's cutting off. That's cutting us off from the area where we first entered the mine, so we've got to go this way. Okay, that bat came from the left, which means you're all getting hit. Finish off the bat. Just hit him once, that's all he needs. There we go. There we go. Melody has now reached level 3. Let's see if we can get Roddy to level 3 before we leave this dungeon. Oh, and Melody has learned Hell Blast magic, which I believe is a wind spell. It's a wind spell. Oh no, the ghost came from the right. I was so sure it was going to come from the left as well. But no, ghosts can come through walls, so it doesn't give a shit. Exit this way. So you see how that bat sort of came from the left and behind? It came from behind us, but on like the left side of the screen. So that still counts as left, which means the succubus can attack it. Okay, let's get Roddy to level 3 before we leave. He's not that far off. Oh, no, that doesn't count as left. That's just from behind. Oh, and the frame rate is bad in this corner, unfortunately. Oh, no. That is one, I think, problem with this game that I will say is that I wish the performance was better, because when you enter a part of the dungeon where the performance is like not great, it really slows down the pace of the battles. Oh, the ghost guarded. Okay. 6 experience points, and Roddy is now level 3. Excellent. Wait, where am I going? Oh, wrong side. Oh well, one for luck. And that will be almost it. I think there's one more thing we need to get inside the dungeon, but we've got to go back in through the regular entrance again. This way. Okay, now we're back outside. We've escaped the mine. So before we go back in to get that one item... Actually, I don't think we need to. No, I'm looking at this and that item in the other side of the mine is actually the first item we found. It was the herb we got from that rock. You can actually get it from either side of that rock, not just one side. So we don't actually have to go in and examine the other side of the rock to get it. Good, that saves us some time. But before we leave the area, let's go over here and just examine this wall. Let's just look at this wall, this mysterious wall. How are you supposed to find this without a guide? What could it be? It's a leprechaun. We've got our first leprechaun. These guys attack from below, so enemies that come from below can be hit by him. A leprechaun named Dana was found. Cool, now we have a leprechaun. There we go. And so we have to make sure that we have the correct Fey folk equipped. So you can use the left and right shoulder buttons to switch between them. So as you see, I've got the succubus equipped. Now I've got the leprechaun equipped. And you basically just have to hope you either have great luck or you're really fast at selecting the correct Fey folk before the enemy finishes its intro animation at the start of a battle, so you can get them in there. Okay, let's leave the area. So this is the world map. The world map in this game is not very big, but it is dense with dungeons and places to visit. So let's go to Desire Village, which is the first village in the game. Villages are where you go to buy items, save your game, and resurrect dead characters. Okay. Oh, and the frame rate in this village is not great. Oh dear. Wish you can talk to people. You are the mercenaries who went into the mine, aren't you? Since that outlaw was killed in the cave-in, the survivors went back to Enric Castle. Apparently, some of the regular soldiers were killed as well, and because of that, they've closed the border so nobody can leave. Okay, let's go inside this house. Hang on. Checking something. Nope, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We can't go inside the house. You fought in the mine, didn't you? I can tell. Were you scared? I bet you were. And you know why? I was told that the mine is cursed. A long time ago, when people were digging in the mine, they found a passage leading to the Godspeak. Finding that passage was the start of many bad things. Monsters, cave-ins. It was horrible, so they had to shut down the mine. Thank you, little girl, for the lore. What's this? Ah, what have we found? we have found an incubus. An incubus named Lantano was found. Oh dear. I find the incubus sprite to be very suspicious. If you know anything about the lore of incubi and what certain physical features they tend to have, you should find that sprite suspicious as well. I will not go into it. Not in this video. Hello, little boy. Talk to me. There was a great war in the forest a long time ago, so now only ghosts and stuff live there. That place is creepy. Okay. Some of the mercenaries were killed in the cave-in, I hear. You are very lucky to have survived. The only person to survive the cave-in was, some sorcerer named Forte. He went back to the castle with the soldiers. Okay, this is the shop. Or the blacksmith, rather. I think the blacksmith can really do anything. I like the idea that we can just, like, search this guy's private possessions for shit to steal. We found a garlic. The arcane garlic. What does the arcane garlic do? I forget. The arcane garlic will permanently increase your magical defense. So if you give that to a character with low magical defense, that'll give them a slight permanent buff to their stats. So, it's been a long time since I've seen mercenaries around these parts. So, is there anything an old blacksmith can do for you? Yes. For you to have come directly to me, you must have found some rare materials. Yeah, so we need to find some ore, and we haven't found any ore. Show me what you have, and I may be able to make something out of them for you. So, blacksmiths create late-game weapons. Throughout the game, you will find hidden around the dungeons and areas ore that you can collect and then eventually bring back to the blacksmith, and he will create powerful weapons using that ore. But right now we don't have any, so he can't do anything for us. Hang on, let's check. So, stats are attack, defense, agility, critical, chance, technique, which I'm not sure what technique does. Luck, magic defense, and breath defense. So this game has two different magic systems. There's regular magic, and then there's breath. I think, okay, magic, quote-unquote magic in this game represents artificial abilities granted to people who otherwise would not have the natural ability to perform that. So if you're launching fire out of a wand, that is quote-unquote magic. However, if you're fighting an animal or a beast that can breathe fire, or or has some kind of seemingly natural ability to perform elemental damage, whether it's fire, frost, electricity, whatever, that counts as breath, because it's not magic, it's a natural ability of that monster. So it's interesting how this game separates the two out like that. So magic defense 7, magic defense 10, magic defense 10. So right now Arthur has the worst magic defense, so we're going to give him the garlic. Use. Arthur, use the garlic. Magic defense increased by 5, so now we have the best magic defense of the team. And there are items hidden around the game that can permanently increase specific stats. So the arcane garlic increases magical defense. The brave apple increases your level by 1. Critical juice increases your critical chance. Energy bread increases your HP. The lucky cookie increases your luck. Magic nectar increases your MP reserves. Power juice increases your attack stat. Protection milk increases your defensive stat. The quick chicken increases your agility. And the stamina onion increases your breath defense. Which is funny that would be an onion. Okay, okay, let's enter. Okay, let's. What can we do? Is this anything? Nope. It's the pub here. No. What's in the pub? Ah. Some suspicious characters. Welcome, we have great food and drinks here. Please relax and enjoy yourselves. You must be travellers who got stuck here because they closed the road to Enric. Well, there isn't anything to be done about it until they reopen the gate. Ego. This village used to be so lively when there was gold here, such a long time ago. Now it's almost empty. I know, there's plenty of people still hanging around. The skill of the blacksmith in this village won me over, so I decided to work here. I often visit him. Whenever I find mithril ore, he makes very fine equipment. However, since they closed the border, I can't conduct my business. What am I to do? Halfling. I've got to get to Enric. If the border gate is closed, I could try going through the forest, although I know it's dangerous. This guy has a portrait. This guy has portrait art, so he's an important character. You seem to have a reason to go too, right? Would you like to go with me? After all, there is safety in numbers. Yes. I thought you would say so. You're staying here, aren't you? I'll visit your room tonight, and we'll make plans then. Okay. And we have Basso and Lisa. If you remember, Basso and Lisa are the other mercenary team sent to capture Roddy. Are you looking for someone to have a drink with? I'm not that kind of woman. Little boys aren't my style. Ha ha ha. You're wasting your time. The only thing that will turn her head is the strong, strapping warrior type. We travelled all the way to this backwater village on the advice of Sabato, the sage of Enric Castle. We were told that if we met with Roddy at the Godspeak, we would find what we were looking for, only to find he died in a cave-in. Now we may never know what he meant by that. Okay, so let's rent a room for the night. Are you looking for a room? I'm sorry, but the rooms are not ready yet. Please come back in a little while. Okay. So let's visit the church. Okay, so this kid's lost his dog. We've agreed to look for him. We might find him in the next dungeon area. So yeah, churches are where you come to save your game, resurrect dead party members and promote characters once they reach the required level to do that. All of Zod's children are welcome here. What is it that you seek? Secure, revive, change class, record. So let's record. Yes. New. Cartridge. Yes. No. Zod's blessings upon you. I think it's very funny that the deity they all worship is known as Zod. Okay. Okay, this is the shop. Tool shop. Weapon shop. Armor shop. Let's go to the weapon shop. Okay, sell. Sell the holy circlet. And we'll sell the other glove that the leather glove replaced. Arthur doesn't have anything, I don't think. Nope. Yes. Any sale items? Buy. A shoto, a middle sword, and a bronze staff. Okay, it's good. Because some early Shining games don't tell you what characters can equip what weapons, or even if those weapons are an improvement on what's already equipped. So it's very helpful that this game does in fact tell you who can equip it and exactly how much better it is. So Arthur will get an attack increase to 38. Yes. Do you want to sell the weapon you just unequipped? Yes. That's a nice quality of life feature. Let's equip... Oh, sorry, buy the bronze staff. How much better is it than what Melody already has? Decent amount. Yes. 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 The Shoto knife. Or sword. I'm assuming it's a sword. Back to Roddy. Yes. Buy the dagger for 52 gold. No. Wait, yes. Did I not sell it? Oh, I wasn't reading the text box. No, he did sell it. Okay. Let's check the armor. We are the specialty store that sells armor. If you need anything to protect your body, we can help. Here, let us show you what we have. Hello and welcome. We have all kinds of armor for sale. Feel free to look around. Did you buy something earlier? What kind of armor do you need? Okay, so we've got like a decent selection here. We picked up an iron circlet in the mine, and we picked up a leather glove in the mine. Bronze brace. Mini mail, feather robe. Sorry, a scale mail. Don't know why I said mini mail. Scale suit, bronze shell. Let's go with a middle shield. Yeah, only Arthur can equip the shield. Yes. 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 What about the brace? What does the brace do? Okay, so the brace can only be equipped by Melody. Yes. Sell the leather brace. Yes. Yes. 281, so... If we get the most expensive one now, then it'll take less time to save money up to buy the other ones. $133 gold. If we got 150, we could get something else. Let's sell a couple of herbs. Oh no, I wanted to go back. I wanted to sell something, but I backed out too much. Sell. Yes. Another one. One more. No. Yes. Buy. Okay, now we have 154 coins, so we can buy the feather robe. Melody, increase her defense to 25, yes. Sell the silk robe, yes. No. No. There we go. A quick peek in the tool shop. See what's being sold. It's usually things like healing herbs and things like that. What have you got? So yeah, healing herb, an antidote, and an angel wing. So the angel wing acts as an escape rope. It brings you back to the last church you visited, if I remember correctly. Let's buy one of those. Give it to Arthur. Yes. Let's buy ourselves an antidote herb, which helps cure poison. Also give that to Arthur. No. No. Okay, we're done in here. Hey, old man. It was a large expedition this time. Were you a part of it? Yes. They sure made a big fuss over a small task of just catching a few outlaws. I got all excited and thought that a war had broken out or something. Okay, the sort of person who gets excited about wars is maybe not the sort of person you want to know. Alright, now let's head back to the road. Hang on, what happens? I forget. What happens if we try going to the city? Oh, we can't because there's no arrow. Okay. Okay, so this is the second major dungeon of the game, the Forest of Confusion. Looks like if we follow the arrow, it will lead to Desire Village, but no, we're going to go this way. One thing about this game that I'm also not a fan of is the difficulty curve. This game is very old school JRPG in multiple ways, not just the grinding, but the increase in enemy difficulty from dungeon to dungeon is substantial. Being over-leveled by the time you finish a dungeon, being over-leveled by a couple of levels by the time you finish a dungeon usually means you're under-leveled by a couple of levels for the next dungeon. So you've usually got to spend an hour or two grinding just to bring yourself up to a good starting point to begin the next dungeon in this game. It's every time you start a new dungeon, there's just a small cliff of difficulty you've got to get over, which is why grinding is so important in this game. Where are we? So, a fun thing about playing this game on real hardware is that you can tell when there's a battle about to happen because you can hear the console read the disc. You can hear the drive laser go backwards and forwards as it reads the data for the upcoming enemy. Where he's going to come from, I don't know. Okay. They came from below, so we used the leprechaun. We've got a new enemy type. The Matangos. How much of a problem are these guys going to be? Okay, not that much of a problem. Got him. Yeah, you got to be quick. Got to recognise what direction they're coming from, and then select the correct type of pixie to deal with them. What have we looked at this tree? Oh, a healing herb. How about that? Okay, Ah, didn't get it in time. I was too slow. When Melody performs a critical hit, she will do a slightly... She'll have like a slight boost in damage, and also she will heal some of her own HP. Oh, when we've reached level 4. Getting stronger. Okay, this map is complicated, so I have to keep checking it. It's not a simple map at all. What's this say? Pond. Design village. Where am I? Here I go. Okay, that guy came from straight ahead, not from the left, the right, or below. He came directly at us, so we don't actually have a Fey Folk creature that can deal with that. If we want that, we need to find ourselves a pixie. Like a pixie, like an actual pixie. I believe there is one of them in this forest. Let's try using Hellblast. I just realised we haven't used this yet. So that was an example of breath damage, not magic damage. So, because that was that creature's natural ability, it wasn't casting a spell. Feather robe. We just bought one of those. That's a waste. Chest here. Whoops. We've got ourselves a bronze shell. Okay. Possession. Give. So Melody already has that equipped. Oh. What can we do with the bronze shell? Okay, that's an Arthur. Wait, is that replace the mail or? One hand. I like that the game acknowledges that you've given an item to yourself. It's like, hey, you've passed it from one hand to the other because you were already holding it. Moron. Equip. Arthur. Oh, you can equip both. That's good. Okay, something just loaded up. What was it? I heard something load, and it didn't appear. What's going on? Gotcha. It's a skeleton. Okay. It came from below, so we used the leprechaun. Oh shit, that hit hard. It hits twice. That's fucked. And he attacks twice. That's no good. And it knows Hellblast. Uh-oh. So this is the difficulty spike I was talking about. Holy shit. The wooden staff, okay. Question. Oh no, Roddy is not dead. He's been reduced to 1 HP. Okay. Give. Okay, that's actually worse than what she's currently equipped with, so but we'll give it to her anyway to free up some inventory space for Arthur. Use. Okay. Oh, there's an Ent. Or, sorry, a Trent. Tree Beast. Okay, I'm going to bet this guy's weak to fire. So let's use Brutal Fire. Points. Slash bats. Okay, that attacks the entire group. That's serious. Heal Roddy, please. Do not let him get knocked out again. Oh, he's dead. I love the little roar that they give whenever they die. It's very silly. Leather glove. 17 experience. Oh, what have we found? We found ourselves a new friend. It's a fairy. A fairy named Daisy was found. So fairies are good for attacking enemies that come from above. So now we have counter-attack abilities for left, right, below, and above. All we need now is a pixie to help us counter things coming from directly in front of us. There we go. So above, so okay. Left, right, below, above. Okay. Options use. Use some magic. Heal, please. Heal Roddy. Oh, fuck, another skeleton. Okay. These guys are no joke. Hellblast. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we want to go this way, then hang a right. What do you reckon? Below, left, or right? What's in the bushes? A healing herb! Okay. Make our way. So, directly ahead of us. Oh, shit, wrong one. I thought I had the leprechaun equipped. I didn't. I had the succubus equipped. Oh, frame rate. There's something about that specific position in the game that really hurts the frame rate. We are here. We want to go directly south and then hang a left. This way. Okay. Get him. Get him, little guy. Oh, the frame rate. Oh god. Yeah. Everything just slows down to a crawl. Because we just happen to be standing in a part of the map that it's just killing the performance. Okay. Okay, Melody is now level 4. Get up there, girl. Now we're just waiting on Roddy. Another fucking Trent. I love that this thing just shoots bats out of its mouth. So that's technically a breath attack, so the damage you take from that is modified by your breath defense stat. Or do you use Hellfire or Brutal Fire? It's more effective than your physical. Oof. Hopefully this thing's almost dead. Yep, here we go. Finishing it off with style. What have we found? We found another angel wing. Oh shit, something else is loading up. Or at least it sounded like something was loading up. Oh shit, that's a new one. Bone Slave. Okay. New enemy type. Unfortunately, I didn't get the leprechaun out in time. What are you? What are you good at? Like, what are you weak to, maybe? You float, so maybe you're weak to wind magic? Because that's the general rule in this game. If something is flying, it takes more damage from wind magic than things that aren't flying. 7 points. Okay, nah. It takes a little bit more damage, but it's not worth the MP. Oh, it knows Blaze. Okay, cool. Hit it. Melody. Heal me. Roddy, hit it. Oh, no, it's dead already. That's fine. Possessions. Use. Let's use one of these. Let's have Melody heal herself. She's still got 25 MP, so she's got good amounts of MP left still. Okay, leprechaun out. There we go. One free attack. It's just more economical to use physical attacks right now. Once we start getting spells that deal with entire groups of enemies, not just individuals, using spells will be a bit more worth it. But right now it's a bit of a, I don't know, it's a bit of a waste of MP. This early in the game, you're better off spending that MP healing. Oh. And Roddy has also joined us at level 4. And he has illusion magic, which is a debuff spell. Arthur checked the obelisk. It says, monument to courageous pixies. Interesting. Let's make our way around the outside of the pond. Hey, what if we just examine the pond from this exact angle? Hey, there's something in the water. What is that? Well, what do you know? We found ourselves a pixie called Maple. We now have one Fey folk of every type. So now we can potentially defend ourselves from any direction. If we're quick enough. So yeah, so we got leprechauns attack from they counter from below. Incubus counter from the right. Succubus counter from the left. Fairies counter from above. And pixies counter from straight ahead. So if we encounter another one of those charging dog things, we'll use the pixie. Hey, what's this weird dog doing here? Hang on, before we talk to the dog, let's go over here. What is that? Oh, a lucky cookie. It's another one of those permanent stat increase items, so let's use that. Oh, shit. Tactics. Status. Luck is 11, 10, 15, so Roddy needs some extra luck. I think. Sessions. Use. Use the lucky cookie on Roddy. He got a boost of 5. So now he technically has the highest. No, he has an equal luck stat to Melody. Okay, let's go talk to this dog. Whoops. It's a very cute dog. Arthur and the others found a lost dog. Oop, we came from that way. So let's examine this gravestone. And we'll find a middle shield, which is something we've already bought, but we can sell it, so... Oh well, free money. And we go up here, we find our last item. Okay, so we found an angel wing. Let's use it, shall we? Temporarily return to the village. Sell some stuff. Maybe buy some things, and then we'll come back and fight the boss. Oh no, it returns you to the... doesn't return you to the church, it returns you to the entrance to the dungeon. Okay. Important difference. In other Shining games, the angel wing returns you to the church, so... Getting a little confused there. Okay, so we need to find the kid who lost the dog. Hey kid. Check this out. His name is Jabby. Ah. Hey, what's that? Is that a pixie? My pixie says she wants to go with you. I'm sure she'll help out a lot. Isn't that right, Jabby? So now we have a second pixie. Pixie is the first type of fey folk that we now have more than one of. The more you have of a certain type, of Fey folk, the more damage, money and experience they will get for you if they perform a counterattack. Okay. Let's go sell some shit. Sell. Sell the extra shield. Yes. Yes. Sell the leather shell. Yes. Sell the leather glove. Yes. Roddy's got nothing to sell. Oh yeah, we've got a rod and a robe to sell. Yes. No. Yes. Buy. What does the scale suit do for us? Roddy. Roddy needs the scale suit. Yes. No. No? Let's buy some extra healing items. Let's buy ourselves a herb. Everyone should have 3. Buy some antidotes as well. Nope. No, don't buy that. I fat-fingered that. Yes. Buy. Antidote. No. No. Okay. Let's check out the pub again, see if we can actually do anything there. Okay, the wolf guy is gone, halfling. Let's try renting a room again. Okay. The game is not ready to let us rent a room. Not yet. Okay, which means we need to... I think we need to finish the dungeon we're currently in before the game will let us move on to the next major story beat. Save our game. Please don't disturb. What are we at? 2 hours and 11 minutes. No. Zod's blessings upon ye. Okay. Let's go kick the boss Let's go kick the arse of that boss in that forest, shall we? Oh my god. No. Here. There we go. We're lined up. Let's go back to the Forest of Confusion. Now we want to make our way all the way back to the graveyard at the end. No. Shit. No, I'm going the wrong way. I want to go this way. Fill out the map a little bit. Nope, that doesn't count as ahead. That counts from below. Damn it. Aha! Get pixied. So yeah, they do 16 points of damage instead of 8, because there's 2 of them. And also we'll get more money and more experience at the end. This guy's got good animations. I really appreciate the sprite animation on that guy. 5 gold, 7 points of experience, 10 experience points. Oh shit! Not enough time. Not enough time to select the leprechaun. Got him. Eat it, skeleton. Skeleton's got good animation as well. See if we can get to the graveyard before having to heal. Okay, Arthur has reached level 5. It would be nice if we could get all 3 characters to reach level 5 before reaching the boss. And we've learnt heal magic, which is cool. I like that. It's always good to have another healer on the team. Okay, skeletons aren't scary anymore. That first one we thought was a little bit rude, but now we're just strong enough to deal with them. Okay, I want to go right. Hang on. Alright, let's just use some healing stuff, because our health is a little bit low. What do you think? Coming from the side or from below? From below. It seems like most of the enemies in this forest come from below. Occasionally you fight a bat or one of those dogs, but all the others come from below. Okay. Whoops. Fuck. Didn't get there in time. We're here, we're getting close to the pond now. Enemies don't attack you while you're around the pond. Trent. Okay. Not a big threat, not a big deal. We're tougher than this guy now. These bats ain't shit. Okay, I want to know, how far off are the others from leveling up? Damn. 144 points to level up. What? He's level 4 and I'm level 5. What the hell? Yeah, it's not worth it. Not worth waiting. Okay, let's... use our healing items. Be maximum health for this fight. Okay. I forget how hard this guy is. It's locked and won't open. What do you mean it's locked and won't open? Where's the key? Hang on. Okay, I think I might have screwed up. I might have accidentally done some stuff in the wrong order. Whoops. Okay, let's use this bloody thing. Angel wing. Head back to town. So, you know how I spoke to those two characters in the inn? It's possible I didn't speak to them enough. Okay. Oh. We travelled all the way to this backwater village on the advice of Sabato, the sage of Enrich Castle. You have anything to say? No. That's all you have to say. Is that the only thing she has to say? It is the only thing she has to say. Okay. Try talking to everyone in this room. Just to make sure. Yeah, you are saying the same thing again. Yep, that's all you have to say as well. Yep, I know. I've spoken to them. Oh no. Okay. Yep, they've already told me. Okay, so I think that was the okay, that's the triggering dialogue to actually activate the next story event. Should we try talking to them again? See if they've got different... No. No, they have the exact same dialogue, so they're not worth talking to again. But I feel like talking to the barman there has triggered what we need to happen. So if we leave the bar... Yep. Here we go. We thought you died in that cave-in, but you matched the description given to us perfectly. I guess you're right. I am alive. Now that you know this, what are you going to do about it? Indeed, what should we do? What's your opinion, Basso? First, we should use him to get what we're searching for in the Godspeak. Then we can turn Roddy in at the castle and claim the bounty to supply our travel needs. How about that? That doesn't sound like a bad plan at all. Look, Arthur, I've got a bad feeling about this. They ignored us completely. Do you think we can beat them, or are they too powerful? ... What are you two hirelings going to do? 3 on 2 doesn't bother us at all. Well, it doesn't look like we have much of a choice. What are you doing? Ah, a little inter-mercenary fight, eh? But that will cause problems for our village, and that I will not allow. We value peace here. No matter who wins the contest afterwards, if you remain in this village, you will run into each other again, and then the cycle will repeat itself, so don't start. Then we should just do the job right the first time, right? Then you won't have that problem. You're quite the argumentative and dangerous individual, aren't you? I repeat, do not fight in this village. Wait at least until the border gates open. Okay, we should be able to rent that room now and get that cutscene with Halfling. They're definitely tough customers. We must do something before the gate opens. Okay. Yep. Welcome to the Desire Village Inn. The frame rate here is terrible. Our rate is 7 gold coins per person, so the total is 21. Oh my god, this performance. Please enjoy your stay. Here I am, as promised. Are you ready to hear me out? I don't know if anybody's listening in, so I'll be brief. It's going to be too obvious if we leave the village together, so we'd best split up. Why don't you leave and head for the forest first? I'll follow shortly thereafter and catch up with you. Do you trust him enough to follow his instructions? Sure, why not? So, you'll trust me? Good. I guess you'll also would rather be going to Enric than waiting for the border to open. Anyway, if you wish to get to Enric, take my advice and go through the forest. Oh, and if we can't find each other, then let's meet at the graveyard deep inside, okay? Yes. Good morning, I hope you had a pleasant sleep. Please come again. Okay, let's finally finish this damn dungeon. first let's save. Yes. No. Zod's blessings upon ye. Wait, no. It's this way. Getting turned around again. So now this guy should be waiting for us in the graveyard and should unlock that grave for us, which will let us fight the boss. Wait. Nope. Oh crap. That was a pixie job, not a leprechaun job. Okay. Just ran out of time. Again, the Bone Slave doesn't give you a lot of time. You've like less than a second to realise what you're doing. Whoops. Yeah, that counts. There's 5 of them as well. Jesus Christ. There's a full group. Luckily they're all weak. They all die in one hit now. Okay. Nothing to worry about, nothing to really concern ourselves with. We just want to get to the end. We want to get to the graveyard. No, that's a pixie job. I guessed incorrectly. Another treant. Come on now, so close. We're so close. Okay. Come on, just die. There we go. Another bone slave. Okay, let's make sure that we're healed up. Melody can use MP to do the rest. Okay. I'm also curious, what's our current level up state? 73 points, 61, 28. Okay, let's just go for it. Good boss music. It's a wraith. Okay. Fight Roddy. Can you use illusion? Melody. Try Hell Blast because it's floating. See if this does anything. It didn't work. Okay. going to assume it can't work. Seven points to Melody, okay. Hit. Roddy does 8 points physically. Melody does 6 points physically. Oh, it's got freeze. He knows freeze. Oof. 11 points. Fight, Roddy. What is Brutal Fire do for you? Okay, not bad, not bad. That's cool. Okay, it's a debuff. Okay, decreases your speed. Little fire again. Ooh, critical hit. Get what Roddy's regular physical damage was. Eight. Okay. Yeah, I should keep using Brutal Fire. Oof. Uh-oh. Hit him. Brutal Fire. Fight. Dodge. Okay, let's do a healing round. Heal. Roddy. Brutal Fire. Melody. Heal. It reliably does about 10 points of damage per turn, so yeah. Keep doing that. If this is all this guy has got, then we've won. Okay, everyone's losing their speed. But that's fine. Not a big deal. And he's dead. Get fucked. Energy Bread, 39 points of experience. Melody has reached level 5. Boss. You're the halfling from yesterday, aren't you? You make us go through all that hassle, then don't even show your face. How rude. Boss, I've been waiting for you. Whose are you calling boss? And who are you? It's a great typo there. Whose are you calling boss? Whoops. Boss? Boss, I'm glad to see you looking well. I heard that you were in that cave-in at the mine, so I didn't expect to see you again. You are one of my men? Did you come to rescue me? Boss, what happened? Have you forgotten me? Me, Doyle. The incomparably swift. Whose name is Doyle, not Halfling. Okay. I injured my head, and since then I can't remember much. Can't remember much or anything, really. Clearly. I can't believe you forgot me. Doyle. Me, your right-hand man. That's too cruel. It's not like he had any choice in the matter. Brody injured his head in the cave-in and lost his memory. Now I understand. That's the reason why you didn't acknowledge me at the pub. By the way, who are you two? Do I know you? We're the mercenaries hired by Enric to capture Roddy. Boss, run! These people are your enemies! Wait a minute. The situation has changed. Come back down here, it's okay. If they wanted to turn me in, they would have done so by now. You're right. Well then, boss, what are you going to do? We're going to find and help our comrade, Forte, who was taken to Enric Castle. We three must stay together, because, well, there's a good reason behind it. So I'm going with them to Enric Castle. Going to Enric Castle? Boss, beware! These people intend to turn you in at Enric by taking advantage of your loss of memory. Doyle is rather suspicious, isn't he? What shall we do, Arthur? Explaining things to him certainly doesn't seem to be very useful, but we should ask him about the secret path. Doyle, tell me something. Where's the secret path to Enric, and how can we get through? Boss, are you going with them anyway? Damn, I can't say no to one of your requests. You can get to Enric by passing through here, then through the deep forest. Are you really going? Well, then, at least take this. What are you doing? Isn't Roddy your boss? Be quiet. This isn't something for a woman or child to stick their nose in. Wow, great. Good going. Huh. Alright, guy. If you go to Enric Castle with your bare face hanging out, it's dead certain you will be caught. If you must go, use this mask. Just in case. I'll keep the key. Oh, it's locked onto his face. Shit, okay. Hey, you two, take care of my boss. Like, give him the mask, but don't, like, lock it onto his face. Remember that I'm a ninja who can appear and disappear anywhere at any time I wish. I'll be watching you at all times, so don't try anything or we'll both regret it later. He's gone. What are you going to do about that iron mask? Actually, it's quite a clever idea. And suits our plans rather well. Let's get going. this here is the path leading to the next dungeon. The forest cave. Anyway, that's all we're going to look at that. What if, though? What if, briefly, before we rank the game, we have a quick look at a much later game save than what we've looked at? Everything we've seen is an early game. So let's load up my other save and take a look at what the game looks like when you're in the back, shall we say, the back third of the game. We have way more characters, way more abilities, much better equipment. Oh, so this is the main city of Enric that you're trying to get to back at the start of this game. It's a much bigger environment, and as a result, the performance is much worse. Urgh. Oh god. Interesting fact, this is one of the few Shining games to share continuity with other Shining games. Typically the Shining games are self-contained universes. They don't really share a world or continuity with other games. But there are some exceptions. So Shining Force 1... Shining in the Darkness is a standalone continuity. There's none of the other Shining games that I know of take place in the same universe as Shining in the Darkness. So here's the thing. Other games will reference other Shining games, but that does not necessarily mean that they take place in the same universe. A lot of those references should be viewed as tongue-in-cheek references or Easter eggs, not really evidence that they take place in the same world. So, Shining in the Darkness is a unique, separate universe. Shining Force 1 has nothing to do with Shining in the Darkness. Shining Force 2 has nothing to do with Shining Force 1. Again, complete separate world, complete separate continuity. Shining Force Gaiden, the Shining Force Gaiden games / Shining Force CD, those games do share the same universe as Shining Force 1. So Shining Force Gaiden / CD is a direct follow-up to the events of Shining Force 1. Shining Wisdom has nothing to do with any of the previous Shining games, completely separate universe, completely separate continuity. Shining the Holy Ark is again a completely separate universe, completely separate continuity. Shining Force 3, or rather the Shining Force 3 trilogy, because that game was released in 3 parts over 3 separate games. So Shining Force 3 is a direct follow-up to the events of Shining the Holy Ark. So Shining the Holy Ark and Shining Force 3 take place in the same universe, and because there are characters from this game that show up in those games, and one of them is right here in front of us, this little ginger-haired boy. This is Julian. He doesn't have a name in this game, but he gets a name in Shining Force 3. He's one of the 3 main protagonists of that trilogy. He's the main protagonist of Scenario 3, which is the 3rd game in the Shining Force 3 trilogy. And this is him right here as a little boy. My dad isn't back yet. I'm supposed to leave town soon. My dad's friend, who's been taking care of me, says that we have to leave now and can't wait any more for my dad. I'm afraid of him, but I have to go. I have to go with him. My dad used to tell me when I was little that I shouldn't cry, no matter what happens. That's what it took to be a stronger man, but right now, I really want to cry. Hey man, you go ahead and cry. bottling up your emotions is just going to fucking make you crazy. So one of the major pieces of backstory behind Julian from Shining Force 3 is that his father was killed by a demon, and he spends basically his entire life looking for the demon that killed his father. So this is him here as a little kid. And there are also other characters in this game that do show up in Shining Force 3 as well. I thought that was an interesting little tidbit of information. So, if they ever do one day decide to remake or remaster the Shining Force 3 trilogy, which they should also include Shining the Holy Ark, since it canonically is part of the same story. Oh god, this performance. Ugh. Why does the game run so bad? Alright, so... I think the dungeon I'm working on right now is the Western Shrine, which is actually quite hard. Is it the West Shrine? No, it's not the West Shrine. I think I got the wrong one. It's not the West Shrine. Wrong one. Which one is it? Is it the East Shrine? It is the East Shrine. Okay. So... we have a lot more characters. So we've recruited Basso. We've recruited Lisa and Basso, the two characters we saw in the pub. Akane, a female ninja. Melody's still with us. Roddy's still with us. And we've got Forte back. And we have a lot more pixies. Look at how many pixies we've got. We've got so many. Okay, should we swap out some guys? Basso, swap out for Melody. Akane, swap out for Forte. Go, little leprechauns, go! Siren Beast, 60 points of damage. Okay, we have lots more magic at our fingertips. Spark, Slow, Return, and Suppress. Let's use Spark. Melody. Has learned Antidote, Elemental, 2 more levels of Hellblast, Support Magic, and Raise. Plus a better healing spell. Let's choose Elemental. Level 2 or a level 1? Let's choose level 1, because depending on what level of Elemental you choose, depends what Elemental you use. Lisa. There's Barrier Magic. Forte's with us. Forte's also got some very powerful spells. Everyone has been promoted as well, so everyone's got new gear. They've got new drip. Oh, the frame rate. Okay, so level 1 is a wind elemental. Headbutt. 25 points of damage. Okay, let's speed this up. Fight, melody, elemental level 2. Lisa, hit that thing, forte. Use freeze again. 77 points of damage. God damn. I should just be hitting this thing. So level 2 elemental is a water elemental. It's probably one of the coolest looking spell effects in the game. It's weird that a water monster would be hurt by water magic. Yeah, it's weird that water magic would do double the damage of ice magic to a water monster. Oh, the performance is so bad. It runs like... Hit him, Melody. Hit him again. Lisa, hit him again. Forte. Anti-spell. Block its spells. Stop it from casting. It didn't work. Shit, it missed. Oh, damn it. Hit him. Keep using elemental, please. Lisa. Hit him. Forte. Try again. God damn. Try again. Please seal the spells. Didn't work. Cool. I don't know if that's because it just missed or because it can't work. Basso leveled up, even though he's not in our main party. The party members not in your party still receive experience points, which is really good. It means you have to spend less time grinding. Anyway, that is a brief look at a late game dungeon and the kind of insane enemies in that dungeon that do so much fucking damage. This game is really cool. I like this game a lot. Shrine in the Holy Ark is a really cool, charming game with a lot of really nice touches, and it looks nice aesthetically, as well as also having some genuinely quite impressive technical achievements in it as well. It's just a really cool, like, RPG. Anyway, where are we going to put Shining the Holy Ark. It's where's Shining Wisdom? Where's Shining Wisdom? There's Shining Wisdom. It's a better game than Shining Wisdom. It's a lot better than Shining Wisdom. I think it's a much better game than Dark Savior. It is... It is much better than Virtua Fighter. It is much better than International Victory Goal. It is a much, much better game than Sonic 3D. I would take it any day over Wipeout. I would take it over Mega Man X3. I would take it over Mass Destruction. I would take it over Three Dirty Dwarves. I would happily take Shining the Holy Ark over Nights into Dreams. It's a better game than Max TT. It's a better game than Golden Axe the Duel. It's better than Magic Carpet. It's better than Daytona USA Championship Circuit Edition. I think it's a better Sega Saturn game than Crusader No Remorse. It's a better Sega Saturn game than Soviet Strike. I think it is on a technical level, less impressive than Athlete Kings, but it is a much better game than Athlete Kings. I would take it over Theme Park. I would take it over Street Fighter Alpha 1. I would take it over Parodius. I will take it over MechWarrior 2. It's better than Guardian Heroes. It's a better game than Super Puzzle. Okay, we're hitting a resistance now. Yeah. Shining the Holy Ark is really, really cool and fun and interesting, but it's also got some issues. Like the number one issue that you saw was performance. This game kind of runs quite poorly at times, and there's nothing worse than getting caught in a battle while you're standing in an area that hurts the performance, because then the battle itself slows down, and nothing feels worse than that. It's a really frustrating aspect of the game that I wish this game could have been optimized a little bit better than how it ended up. And also then there's the grinding. This is an extremely grindy game. The game takes some steps to reduce grinding, like allowing party members not currently, not in the fighting line to still receive experience after a battle. That's really nice, but the amount of grinding you have to do, especially late game, just to be just to so you're not getting killed in like 2 hits, is insane. You have to spend hours and hours grinding out levels in the late game, and that's not fun. I'm going to say yes. Overall, Shining the Holy Ark is probably a better Sega Saturn game than Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. I would personally take Shining the Holy Ark over Gun Griffin. I would take it over Galaxy Fight. I would take it over Darius Gaiden. I would take it over Shinobi X. In the context of the Sega Saturn, I would prefer Shining the Holy Ark than Command & Conquer. Okay, let's... Sega Rally is a better game. Street Fighter Alpha 2 is a better game. You kind of have to be in the mood for an RPG to get the most out of this game. This is not a game you can kind of just sit down for half an hour and get like a meaningful experience out of. You've got to kind of set aside several hours to get like to get anything meaningful out of playing this game, because it's an old school JRPG, so the satisfaction you get out of it is equal to the amount of time you're willing to put into it. Because of the sheer grindiness of the game and the severe difficulty curve that really starts picking up around the middle of the game and even more towards the end. If you want to see more Shining the Holy Ark, I do have that unfinished Let's Play on my channel that you can go and check out. I got quite far. Basically, I got up to where I showed you at the end of this video. And yeah, there are some dungeons. There are some dungeons in this game that are bullshit. There are some boss fights that are also bullshit. Some very, very hard boss fights. But I think on a whim, say you've got like 30 minutes to an hour free and you just want to play a game, you'd probably be better off served by Galactic Attack. I think Panzer Dragoon 2 is a better game than Shining the Holy Ark. X-Men Children of the Atom will give you more short-term satisfaction than Shining the Holy Ark. Again, this is another example of a game that, if you've only got 30 minutes to an hour free, you can get plenty of fun out of this game, more than you would get out of Shining the Holy Ark. Rayman is just so fucking well designed. And it's beautiful pixel art. And again, easier to digest in like half an hour to hour chunks than Shining the Holy Ark is. Virtua Fighter 2, I think, is a better game in the context of the Sega Saturn. Night Warriors, Darkstalkers Revenge. It's here. It's here somewhere. For the same reason as everything above it, I'm going to say that Night Warriors Darkstalkers Revenge is probably a better game than Shining the Holy Ark, because it's a lot easier to enjoy in small chunks. Story of Thor 2. Story of Thor 2 is really cool. It's an example of a very good Link to the Past clone, with some very interesting combat mechanics that I wish more games did. Not as brutally difficult as Shining the Holy Ark, or as frustrating, and it runs well. So I'm going to say The Story of Thor 2 is a better game than Shining the Holy Ark. Saturn Bomberman is charming as hell. And has excellent co-op and versus modes. And again, runs very well. There's no slowdown to be seen at all in Saturn Bomberman, I think. So I would call Saturn Bomberman a better experience on average than Shining the Holy Ark. Okay, Fighting Vipers and Exhumed. Fighting Vipers is a really cool, interesting 3D fighting game with an interesting fighting system. Very, very stylish presentation and moves. Even if it is a little bit imprecise at times, it's fucking great fun. And again, if all you have is like half an hour to an hour, Fighting Vipers is a better experience than Shining the Holy Ark. Boy. Exhumed. A well-designed, technically impressive, but with a questionable performance and aesthetically a little bit ugly. Shining the Holy Ark, an aesthetically charming game with some technical tricks, but also very poor performance. And a very difficult late game difficulty curve. The back half of the game gets fucking stupid hard. Oh, it's like asking to choose between children here. These are both, in my opinion, flawed masterpieces. They are interesting because they're imperfect, right? Okay, I would personally, if given the option, the moment-to-moment gameplay of Exhumed is more interesting than Shining the Holy Ark, because a lot of the time Shining the Holy Ark, your movement is locked to a grid, an invisible grid that you can't see, and you're moving like in chunks around a map, and you're having to turn 90 degrees to go around corners, and that is a little bit awkward and annoying, especially if you're trying to get somewhere quickly. And sometimes the battles can drag out very, very long because, I don't know, you ran out of MP, or you didn't bring the right party members, or the particular enemy you're fighting has some annoying techniques that tend to allow the battle to drag out for a long time. Like enemies that call in reinforcements. That's always a fun one. I'm going to say that if you had some time to kill and you had only Exhumed and Shining the Holy Ark to choose from, more often than not, you're probably going to be in like I said, to play a game like Shining the Holy Ark, you really need to be in the mindset to play that kind of RPG. It's not something you can play casually on and off. So I think Exhumed, you're more likely to want to play Exhumed than Shining the Holy Ark, I would say. So Shining the Holy Ark is our new number 13, which is an excellent position. It is a top 20 Sega Saturn game and an excellent, if sometimes frustrating, old school JRPG with some really, really cool style. Congratulations to Shining the Holy Ark. I knew you would place very high, but I just wasn't sure exactly how high, and 13 I think is a great position. It is our new second highest ranked RPG behind Story of Thor 2. What a great fucking game, if it does have some major performance issues and some major difficulty curve issues. And some major time-wasting issues in terms of grinding, but you know, it's a cool game. If you're in the mood for an old-school dungeon crawler, Shining the Holy Ark is one of the best. One of the best. Fucking awesome game. Oh, nope. Accidentally undid that. Quick, hit save. It's saved. Awesome. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for joining me. Next time we will be ranking 3 more games. And those games are a 2.5D platformer, a fighting game, a 3D fighting game, and a flight sim, a combat flight sim that is also a movie tie-in game. Those are the only clues you are getting. And I hope to see you soon. Anyway, as always, my name is therealbluedragon. Thank you for joining me, and goodbye.